Okay, moving on now. The topic of our discussion today is after we've done the Eightfold Path. Now we were studying the doctrine of dependent origination, or it's called the theory of causation in Buddhist philosophy. The actual term for it is Pratitya Samutpada. Good. So we studied that for anything that happens in the universe, Buddhist philosophy says that there is a cycle of 12 causes. A cycle of 12 causes that governs the entire life of human beings. A cycle of 12 causes. They call it Bhava Chakra. What do they call it? Bhava Chakra. And this cycle of 12 causes is what governs the entire human being. Now, you're going to find some similarity between this and the law of karma. The law of karma. Very similar, ideologies, very similar views, but the only difference is that Buddha went into much more detail. He gave the full mechanism कि किस तरह law of karma function करता है, किस तरह law of karma actually in real life फिर काम करता है. So he has given a much more detailed view of the law of karma. That's what we're going to study. What is this cycle of 12 causes, or the Bhava Chakra, that govern the entire life of human beings? Good. Moving on. Number one, जो 12 cycle में है, वो है ignorance, avidya. Ignorance, as we studied before this also, suffering, जो थी, we studied suffering. The cause of suffering we understood as desire. Suffering is a kind of ignorance. Ignorance, suffering, and desire are related. कितने लोग आ गए? आप लोग आ गए. इनको क्यों आ रहा है invalid ID? Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so the first one we started with the ignorance stage of Pratitya Samutpada. Then we started with, then the second one was where your nature is being built. Your actual predisposition is your nature. This is before birth. These are stages before birth. But now the third one is consciousness. Now the seed of the human being is actually being built, which is consciousness. What determines you, what differentiates you from your table is this consciousness. मतलब अगर देखा जाए, आप भी जो आपके molecules हैं और आपके जो body में mostly element पाया जाता है, वो कार्बन है. ठीक है? All human beings are usually, we are all carbon-based life. But if we see wood all around us and tables and chairs and furniture all around us, वो सब भी कार्बन के ही होते हैं. मगर हम में जान है और उनमें नहीं जान है, because we have consciousness. Now this is Vijnana. Remember to pronounce it in the actual way, Vijnana. Vijnana, right? So Gyan is the pronunciation. So avidya leads to samskara, which is जब आपका nature बनता है, फिर आप में consciousness आती है, जो कि विज्ञाना है. Consciousness is caused by predispositions. अब जो आपका nature बना है, आपका nature बना है, उसी के मुताबिक आपको अब consciousness दी गई है. There are 6 types of consciousness, everyone knows. Visual consciousness, जिसको eye consciousness, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, tongue consciousness, body consciousness, intellect consciousness. यहाँ एक extra है, वो है intellect की consciousness. वरना 5 senses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 senses plus the intellect. This has been included in the stage of consciousness. Okay, so we are slowly and steadily moving towards the making of a human being after in the cycle of karma. ये it is an understanding of karma only, जो ये है theory. Anyways, चले अब हम next. Let's go. Next is अब consciousness भी आ गई, अब name और form मिलेगा. अब name और form मिलेगा, अब body बनेगी. You have to understand, we are talking about the cycle of human existence. So consciousness के बाद अब नेम और फॉर्म मिलेगा. बच्चा पैदा होता है, उसे नाम दिया जाता है, और उससे पहले उसका फॉर्म बना हुआ होता है in the mother's womb. So this is the stage of name or form, and this is what is called nama rupa. Nama rupa. Rupa is the form. Nama is obviously the name. ठीक है, मूविंग ऑन. अब मिलते हैं सेंस ऑर्गन्स. अब मिलते हैं सेंस ऑर्गन्स. Obviously they're not, this is not biology, we're not studying biology. We know that the sense organs are made in the womb itself. मगर अब ये जो बच्चा है, अब ये सेंस ऑर्गन्स को इस्तेमाल करना सीखेगा. The moment the child is out of the womb, now the child senses things. After name and form comes sadayatana, the sense organs. Sadayatana, ये याद रखेंगे आप. Sadayatana. ठीक है, we are here. Sadayatana, sense organs. The sense organs are caused by the name and form. After the name and form, there are 6 sense organs. We know that eye भी है, ear, nose, tongue, skin. Or Buddhism includes the mind as well. We only know 5 sense organs, but Buddhism includes mind as a sense organ. यहाँ अभी सिर्फ consciousness मिली थी. यहाँ when we were talking about consciousness in the third phase, the child was just given a kind of, it was born. The senses were born. Now in this stage, the child is going to use them. As we see children move around, they touch things, they love to feel everything, they see everywhere. तो ये जो phase है of human existence, यहाँ अब sense organs use हो रहे हैं. और sense organ में in Buddhist philosophy, mind is also included in the sense organs. So they have 6 sense organs. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin के along mind. Sadayatana. This is the 5th one. Moving on, 6th one. अब आपके पास sense organ आ गया. Now what are you going to do? Obviously you are going to contact things. You're going to touch things. So this is sparsha. This is the 6th one. Sparsha, which is contact. We started with ignorance, leading to disposition or nature, samskara, consciousness or vijnana. पेट में ही आ जाती है, in the womb, in the mother's womb, you get consciousness. You get name and form after that. You get sense organs when you're out in the world, and then you start touching things. The child wants to touch things, wants to feel everything, wants to have contact with everything. And this brings enjoyment. This brings enjoyment. We see, अगर बच्चे को कुछ ना दिया जाए, that the child wants to hold, and you don't give the child that thing, the child cries. The child cries because the child really wants to feel that toy or that thing that he sees. So this contact, this sparsha, it comes after sense organs. So sometimes it is said that the eye is due to seeing, and not that seeing is due to the eye, and similarly is the case of every organ. So this is part of how we would understand. You would write contact में जैसे आप लिखेंगे, name and form में जैसे आप लिखेंगे. Here in this phase, name and form, nama rupa, in this phase, the physical body and the psychological being of the child is created in the mother's womb. Okay? The physical body and the psychological being, the psychological capabilities are created in this phase, name and form. Okay, sense organs come after name and form. A body ban gayi hai baby ki. Baby is born. Now sense organs are, they start functioning. This is the phase where sense organs start functioning. And these sense organs are 6. They are the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin, and mind. You'll have to remember, exam mein agar question aayega ye wala, ki you will remember these 12 and you'll give 1 line or 2 line describing them. Okay? Okay, so moving on. Contact में भी आप ऐसे ही same लिखेंगे. Now that the sense organs have been developed, the child or the human being starts making contact with the things of this world. इसमें आप ये लिखेंगे. Contact में. Now that the sense organs have been developed, the human being desires to make contact with the things of this world. The things of this world. Okay, moving on. Contact, sparsha के बाद आता है feeling or sensation or vedana. Feeling or sensation or vedana. ये क्या है? अब the child is making contact. The human being has now started making contact with the things of this world. अगर आप, just think about your life. Most of our life is just contact. We're just holding things, dropping things, touching things. We're just, मतलब अगर हमारे fingerprints लिए जाएं दुनिया में, at least हमारे शहर में, they'll be everywhere. Because we are holding things, dropping things, touching things the whole time. So इससे क्या होता है? Feeling or sensation, vedana, जो अभी next phase है, this is caused by the contact with the objects of enjoyment. Objects of enjoyment यही है, दुनिया के objects, obviously food है, good clothes है, jewelry है, things that you love, people that you love, वो सब. Every object in this world is an object of enjoyment. Feeling or sensation is of 6 forms. Vision, hearing, olfactory, which is olfactory is sungna, smell. Gustatory is taste. Gustatory is taste की sensation. खाना अच्छा लगता है, sweet अच्छा लगता है, मसालेदार अच्छा लगता है. Tactile is touch. तो silk पहनना अच्छा लगता है, soft cushion, soft toys पसंद है, things that touch, that you enjoy touching, that you like the sensation of. An intellectual sensation, because if you remember, mind is also accepted as sense organ in Buddhist philosophy. Intellectual sensation hui sochna, your thought. You think about things all the time. So this is the 7th phase, which is feeling or sensation. Let's revise. We started with ignorance. The Bhava Chakra starts with ignorance, avidya. Then that ignorance gives birth to predisposition, which is your nature. जिस nature में आप बनने वाले हो, जिस nature में हर इंसान बनता है, वो पहले ही decide होता है. अभी baby बना ही नहीं है, उसका predisposition पहले बन गया. इसका nature कैसा होगा, इसका birth कैसा होगा, इसकी life कैसी होगी. That will lead to consciousness. अब छोटा सा एक, piece of, a lump of flesh in the mother's womb starts being conscious. This is the baby in the mother's womb starts getting consciousness. Consciousness के बाद ही उसे नाम भी मिलता है. Every mother says, this is my baby. Mother doesn't say this is an embryo. Mother gives and father gives, people give, पहले से ही उसे कोई किस्म का एक personality, एक किस्म का नाम. And then the form is being built, the body is being built, organs बन रहे हैं. ये हुआ नामा रूपा. अविद्या से संस्कारा, संस्कारा से विज्ञाना, विज्ञाना से नामा रूपा. उसके बाद आते हैं sense organs. जब baby जाता है, मतलब comes out into the world, then the sense organs are being used. Obviously sense organs आ गए तो the baby and the human being starts making contact with the world. उस contact से the human being starts feeling, gets sensation, which is vedana. These 6 types of sensation. So almost we are done. Ab thoda is left. Tomorrow we'll finish this. 12 है ये, 7 हमने किए, 8 9 10 11 12, हाँ 7 हमने किए हैं. Rest we'll finish tomorrow. Okay. Thank you so much everyone for joining. Take care. I'll send you the PDF if I haven't. Actually I have. जो मैंने ये PDF भेजा है, इसी से आप notes ले सकते हैं. मैं और भी भेज सकती हूँ, मगर this is very easy. So you can take your notes from here. All right. Bye-bye. Thank you. Let me end the meeting.